a Talking Tales favourite, a bloody lovely man. Please put your hands together for John Holland!
Thank you. This is called, I'm sure I can't read it. Here we go. This is called Cows. Leaving the city makes Emmanuel and Rebecca feel lightheaded and excited. In the car, they are laughing and chatting about the countryside, about how she always shouts rape when she passes fields with crops that are unnaturally yellow, and how he has never seen a snake in the wild, only in a zoo. Don't they slither through the bars, she asks. Emmanuel works in urban planning for the city council. Rebecca has worked in the same department for 2 weeks. He's driving her in his polo towards the village pub, Sherburn-in-Elmet, for Sunday lunch. Emmanuel has already formulated a plan. He wants Rebecca to be more than a colleague. He wants to get physical. Possibly metaphysical, but only if that means very physical. As he drives, Emmanuel is glancing down at Rebecca's legs, imagining her taking off her faded jeans, imagining touching her legs, feeling their softness. But she'd have to slip off her leather moccasins first, he thinks, to get her jeans over her feet. Emmanuel is thinking it through, planning. Along the narrow country lane, hedged by beech and hawthorn, Emmanuel sees a dark herd of brown and white cows swaggering towards them, almost drunkenly jostling for position. He slows the car. He has no idea how many cows there are, but he stops. Heads down and moving like an unruly steamroller towards them. At the last moment, the herd divides to pass either side of the car. Emmanuel and Rebecca look at each other. Their relief is short-lived. As the beasts walk by, they are buffeting the car, causing it to jolt, causing Emmanuel and Rebecca to lurch in their seats. The cows look enormous, their huge, bloated udders swaying between their legs as they walk, their great brown flanks and steaming arses pressing against the windows, darkening the inside of the car. Emmanuel hears Rebecca say, "Oh dear," and then he hears Rebecca screaming in a polo. He thinks he can feel the sound in his chest, in his bones. Emmanuel knows he must do something. He springs into action, leans forward, grabs the radio knob, twisting it to maximum volume. It's Ottawan singing D-I-S-C-O. D-I-S-C-O. Far from being wary of the deafening disco beat, the cows are now showing no interest in the car, crushing themselves against the vehicle as they pass, pushing the wing mirrors out of kilter, and smearing their steaming pink nostrils against the side windows. As the beasts swing their huge bony heads over the car bonnet, Emmanuel sees their great square jaws moving from side to side, almost feels the warmth of their fetid breath. He notices rivulets of sweat forming on Rebecca's lovely forehead, glistening in pearls in the dark hair of her perfect browns. Her beautiful brown eyes are protruding as if they might pop from their sockets. And Rebecca is still screaming, and Ottawan is still singing D-I-S-C-O. D-I-S-C-O. Emmanuel looks through the glass into the dark, empty eyes of the cows. A couple of the beasts lick the windscreen, their tongues like naked, mucus-covered eels, squirming from pink-whiskered gums, in and out, smearing great globs of slimy spittle on the glass. And Rebecca is still screaming, and her eyes are still bulging, and Ottawan are still singing D-I-S. And Emmanuel wants to scream too, but he leans forward, fumbles with the car controls, and turns on the windscreen wipers. The right one hits a cow in the mouth, causing the blade and wiper arm to fly off, the cow to jump back, hitting its bony head on the bonnet, leaving a cow's head-shaped dent. The wiper is now a ridiculous short stump, moving backwards and forwards. The left-hand wiper is working, but instead of clearing the screen, It's smearing the thick bovine spittle back and forth across the window, and Rebecca is still screaming, and her eyes are still bulging, and Otto one is still singing deep. Rebecca's lips are swollen now, and her beautiful brown corkscrew hair has fallen loose of its ribbon. Individual strands clinging to the ceiling of the car like fiery tendrils. And Rebecca is still screaming, and her eyes are still bulging, and her hair is a 70s afro. And Otto is still singing deep and the single wiper is smearing cow slime back and forth across the windscreen. At his wit's end, Emmanuel presses his full weight on the car's horn, so that the car blares a long, harsh wail of sound. The cows take flight, falling over each other's legs, stumbling over their inflated udders, heading down the lane, leaving the car behind. With a sigh so intense he could take the breath from his body, Emmanuel removes his hand from the horn, stops the wiper, and turns off the radio. Rebecca holds her face in her hands, blinks hard, and wipes her reddened eyes with a tissue from her sleeve. She looks at Emmanuel and smiles a smile so weak it might fall from her face. Emmanuel cannot believe how beautiful she looks. Her hair in disarray, her face smeared with mascara, like after a night of love, he thinks. He knows. This is the moment to enact his plan. He moves his hand onto Rebecca's faded jeans, feels the gentle warmth of her thigh through the denim, leans across and places his lips on hers. Rebecca touches his face, bends forward, removes her right moccasin, and as his anticipation rises, uses it to hit him hard on the cheek. Look over there, she tells him. Is that a field with a crop that's unnaturally yellow? No, it definitely isn't, he says, and moves his hand back to the ignition, starts up the slimy, battered car, and snakes his way back to the city.